Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we have the second episode of what might actually become a new series on the channel. What would it consist of? Basically, we have a deck suggestion, but the cards are encoded. So what I mean by that, they are not said explicitly what they are just explained in some way, so that I actually have to guess what they are. And today we have another suggestion by Lucas. So we have only one deck, but in the future, if there is more suggestions, more decks I can cover in one video, I can for sure make more in just one single video. For now, I will not be showing you the deck, I will be just reading the names which Lucas came up with for the deck, so you can try guessing along, and I will show you the deck that we will be playing. I already know that I've missed probably some stuff, but here you go. The first card are the dupers, second card is the duper, three we have duplicate, 4 we have 8 hashtags with 3 exclamation marks at the end. Fifth card is the living something. Then we have the doom dropper, the flying cannon, and the push wiper 6000. And a tip we got is that this deck is 3.2 average elixir. So I already know I got some stuff wrong because there is cards like the hashtags, which I have no clue what they are, as well as duper and dupers and duper, which got kind of confusing. And push wiper 6000 is also very much, I'm very much unsure of what it means. And doom dropper also could mean a few different things. So without further ado, this is the deck. We have Larry evolution, which would be the dupers because they just duplicate. We have the duper, which is the mirror, duplicate, which is clone. That's the best explanation I could find from them. Then the other ones I'm sure about, the living tombstone. This is like one of the most obvious ones. The flying machine, which is the flying cannon, again pretty obvious. And the last 3 cards, this would be the doom dropper. This would be the push wiper 6000. I have no idea what else it could be, what other card could be defined as the push wiper. And the remaining card with 4 elixir, which could be used for all the hashtags, with the 3 exclamation marks at the end. It would imply some kind of rage, someone raging. So that's why we're going for lumberjack. I don't want to explain it further. That's the best I can do. Lucas, make sure to let me know what I missed and what I got wrong, and if my thought process was completely off. Now, let's play a few games with this deck, just to not make the video 3 minutes long. But in the future, if there will be more decks suggesting in the comments, taking inspiration from Lucas, I will be more than gladly playing more decks in one single video. So, we have a very interesting deck. I feel like it also kind of makes sense. We have Lumberjack with the Rage, and then Skelly Barrel with the Clone and the Mirror, which obviously makes sense. It's kind of a meme deck, but I feel like it's not that impossible that this is the deck. That's not what I wanted to do, though. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. That's very bad. Oh, the P.E.K.K.A is on the tower. Where? I forgot that they buffed the P.E.K.K.A and that now it has a reach that is actually incredible. That was the best timing I've ever had on a clone. Don't mind me. It was all a mess. The tombstone placed on the right lane. I thought that the tombstone would die sooner, so I placed it here, but it got placed here because of the tombstone. And fuck's sake, it's a disaster. Yeah, the P.E.K.K.A got its range increased. Now it hits the tower from way further. Usually will not make a huge difference, but right here it actually did. So you should be aware that the P.E.K.K.A now can hit from basically X-bow range. What do we do here? I think I should split skeletons so he cannot zap them all. He can either zap one lane or the other. Okay, he decides to go for that lane. Now I will go for Skelly Barrel mirrored. The skeleton's on the right side. Okay, fair enough. I hate when the Firecracker gets the timing perfectly. It's so incredibly rare for it to happen. Like when I play Firecracker, it never, ever, 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 ever does it. And whenever my opponent plays it, it just gets the perfect timing to full counter both the Skelly Barrels. It's incredibly annoying, but oh well. Let me go for Lumberjack here, Skeletons, Skelly Barrel. What the fuck? That was not a prediction, there is no way it was. But it worked. I have to mirror my fucking flying machine? I really don't want to. We go for a Lumberjack, I guess. Try to pressure, Skelly Barrel, mirrored Skelly Barrel. Go for Clone. So he cannot really zap everything. No! That was so incredibly close. I'm actually mad. That was so close. 200 HP. Man, I had Rocket! I forgot I have a spell in this deck. I'm so incredibly used to not having any spells in my decks when I play Mimi decks, because usually spells do not fit, that I completely forgot I had Rocket. I think I had enough elixir to Rocket there at the end. I wasted like Lumberjack, Skelly Barrel. Like I'm pretty sure I could Rocket. I just completely forgot I had Rocket. That's a shame. That's actually a huge shame. I can already imagine Lucas, by the way, watching the video, the person that suggested the deck, screaming at me for making all the picks wrong. He said that if I don't get at least 6, I'm dumb, so... I mean, he didn't really say I'm dumb, but he basically implied it, and I'm afraid I didn't get 6 right. I'm afraid that I didn't get 6 right. I'm pretty sure that I got at least 3 wrong. I mean, one can only hope. We are playing against another deck that looks quite similar to the one before. And I think that's what it actually might be. I will play... God damn! Oh! It actually got it. I actually got it this time. Okay, I mean, I was not expecting to get it because the Rage just messes up the timing. The Skelly Barrel just gets a boost and lands on the tower right away, which I'm not taking into consideration when cloning. But yeah, that's a very bad Firecracker. He knew I would play the Lumberjack, so he was like, oh yeah, let me align it to the tower, but that was not really worth it in my opinion. Skeletons? I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean, he can just E-Wids and he's fine. He can allow himself to do something like that because he can. It's fine. Very much fine. I will go for Skelly Barrel from the back. Go for Lumberjack. Okay, and try to make something happen, I guess. Kinda, I guess. It kinda worked. I'm gonna go for Larry's here, not sure if that's the play. Okay, he fireballs. Or let me go for a low tombstone. Maybe it's too low here. I'm getting stressed because of that Firecracker. It's so incredibly stressful playing against it, man. I hate it. It always finds a way to connect to the tower. I will go for Skelly Barrel here. I think I can catch him off guard. Okay, no, never. I have Rocket. I need to remember, I have Rocket. I keep forgetting. Again, I forgot once again. Not gonna lie, I forgot. Let me Rocket here. Okay, he goes for a lane change. That's crazy. Go for another Lumberjack. What do I do here? Okay, he goes for a very aggressive P.E.K.K.A. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think that's a good play by any means. Skeletons, just to cycle. Low Lumberjack, I guess. Skelly Barrel. He zaps for no reason here, to be honest. He can E-Wit, but it's not gonna counter the incoming Skelly Barrel. Gonna rage everything. Clone, and we got it. Nice. Pretty easy win here, not gonna lie. We played against P.E.K.K.A. Britspam twice in a row. I don't think P.E.K.K.A. Britspam is good by any means, so I have no clue what is going on. The decks were even very similar. The only difference was that the first guy had 2 evolutions, this one had only 1. Let's play one more, and let's see how this goes. I'm actually a fan of this deck. I haven't played Rocket even once, so that's the first card I would change. And maybe it's because the push wiper 6000 is not a rocket. Just to give you guys an idea of how much research went into this, I reached out to 3 different people to get opinions from different people on what the deck could be. Obviously, there was an idea that it was not Lumberjack, but it was Rage, or a card that makes you rage, like the Firecracker, or Stuff, or the Little Prince. There was the idea that instead of the push wiper, instead of being a rocket, was a Mega Knight. That's also possible. What else? The Doom Dropper, there was the idea of it being a giant skeleton or a balloon, but it was kind of messing up the elixir cost. And, like, the only card I'm 10,000% sure that it's there is the Mirror, but that's kind of big brain, because Mirror is not, that doesn't really works differently than all the other cards when counting the average elixir cost. So when trying to make a deck with 8 normal cards, no mirror included, there was actually no way to make the deck 3.2 elixir. You have to have a mirror in it, because otherwise the deck will be either 3.1 or 3.3, which is actually incredibly funny. Oh my god, that Lumberjack was incredible. Yeah, 3.1 or 3.3. So that's why I'm 100% sure that Mirror is in it. That was the worst stuff I've ever seen. I think I can punish him for that, to be honest. Yeah, sure. Punish him for what? Yes, you fucking Firecracker. How many spells does he have? Zap and arrows and Evo Firecracker, which is basically a spell, am I right? Let's go for Tombstone. I very much dislike the fact that everything retargeted there. I'm gonna play up defensive Skelly Barrel. I think that's my only way to defend this push. Lumberjack doesn't reach the tower, but it's pretty annoying. And this guy interrupted me on my speech. No. It's on the tower. Yep. I think that's pretty much over. Okay, I saved myself somehow there. I was talking about the mirror in the deck, by the way, if you don't mind, Ganassia. I was kind of busy with stuff. Okay, I mean, that's our only opportunity. Go in, now or never. Now or never. Go, 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 go. Go, Lumberjack, please. How much does it do? 492. No, it's not enough. God damn it. Please? One skeleton. That was the only thing we needed. He doesn't know we have rocket. He has 2 arrow on defense. We can rocket. Okay, I was trying to say that Mirror changes the elixir cost of the deck because it doesn't really get counted as a card. So with only with Mirror you can achieve 3.2. So Mirror is 100% there. There is like no doubt. There is other cards that are also pretty obvious, like the Living Tombstone. I mean the Flying Machine. Those are the 3 that are most obvious. But I don't know if I got 6 as Lucas wanted me to do. Anyways, I tried my best. If you guys have other deck suggestions of a similar kind, which like we think when encoded decks or other suggestions, make sure to let me know. And Lucas, make sure to let me know how I did. Hopefully I didn't do garbage, because I actually spent an hour looking at cards and trying to figure it out, talking with different people. So if I didn't get it even close, I'm actually gonna cry tonight. So I have my fingers crossed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, have yourself a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.